OffBeat Sports Podcast.
It's been a tale of two seasons for the Boston Celtics.
I probably aged about 10 years just from that series.
I'd probably compare myself to just a younger, smarter, more handsome, stronger Michael Jordan.
Let's go Celtics. Go Patriots.
These are guys who, when you give them a bowl of Cheerios in the morning, they finish every last drop of milk.
Absolute clown over here.
I'm ready when you are, baby.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast, now presented by iSlide, the newest sponsor of the podcast, which is the leader in custom slides and officially licensed team slides for the NBA, MLB, NHL, NFLPA, WNBA, and much more. So go check them out, iSlideUSA.com.
iSlide hooked us up with these awesome offbeat custom slides, and they gave Cross Celtic slides too, which was pretty awesome.
I got my cookies
they
and
got
cream.
all our names on the side,
trophy on the side.
And so make sure you go check out their social media and their website to get your own pair.
And the most comfortable slides out there. Great quality with the materials here. Can't wait to rep these all the time, and we're going to be standing in what we stand for with iSlide slides.
All right, fellas, what's going on? It's been a minute.
I stand for disagreeing with Cross, so let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. All right, today's topic, Drake Maye. Should he be starting or should he be sitting?
No.
I guess we'll each give our side, and then I will argue it out. Vosi, you're no. I think you said.
You want me to start, or do you
yeah.
want to?
No, you start. I'll let you.
Okay. Well, I don't want him to play right now. I agreed with what Tom Brady said a couple weeks ago about rookies not needing to play, but I also think that a huge part of it is if the Patriots were even protecting Jacoby Brissett and he just wasn't making plays and the offense wasn't converting and stuff like that, I would have a different opinion. But the fact that, the Patriots are 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth to last in pass block win rate right now, which means they're not holding their blocks for more than 2.5 seconds. Drake Maye's a rookie. He's going to have to make a lot of, mistakes in his decision-making and timing.
Yeah.
And if you can't win your blocks, he's going to get killed. So
I'm going to come out and just flat out disagree with you. I think, the offensive line sucks, but at some point he's going to have to get hit. He's going to get hit. He's going to have to feel those NFL hits. He's going to have to get used to it at some point. Our offensive lines, even if he starts next year, it's not going to magically be perfect by next year. So let him get in, let him get used to the offense, let him get used to the NFL. I think it was fine to sit him for the first 4 weeks, especially if Brissett was having more success, but he's just not. And I think you're just hurting him more than you're helping him at this point, sitting him. Put the kid in. Let him work it out. We got a week, easier week coming up with the Dolphins. He should be able to play in that game, and I will back that till the day I die. Aiden?
So I'm going to argue here, agreeing with Vosi, that I think Drake Maye should sit for at least a few more weeks for a couple reasons. The first being, a little statistic here, the Patriots have allowed 47.4% of dropbacks to be pressures, which is highest in the NFL. So their offensive line is just not holding up. Literally the worst offensive line in the NFL, according to the stat. And they've also been sacked 13 times in their last 2 games. So clearly, the Brissett's constantly under pressure in the backfield. So I guess the first point being, you don't want a young quarterback to have their confidence destroyed like this. Because I would struggle to find any quarterback who could really succeed under the circumstances that Brissett is in right now. And second being, you look at Elliott Wolf and the other guys that are high up in the front office, they're all Packers guys. And what are the Packers known for? Sitting rookie QBs for a year, 2 years, whatever it may be. Favre, Rodgers, Love.
Yeah,
done that
those
for
are
years,
behind. Those are behind.
They've turned out
star
pretty well.
QBs. Yeah, but they're behind star QBs. They were behind Favre and then behind Rodgers with the left. He's behind Brissett, who is stiff.
Okay.
He's doing the best he
that
can, but he's a stiff. Maye can come in. He can come in right now. He moves way better. And if he gets out of the pocket, which is happening to Brissett trying to get out of the pocket every single play, Maye can do that better and can throw on the run better. So that play where Brissett got sacked against the Niners, and he had Pop and I think it was Booty was the other one wide open, but Brissett can't make those throws. Maye can. So that just gives a whole nother aspect to your offense that you can run. It also will open up your pass game in general, which will then in result help your run game, and I think might even help your offensive line a bit. In not
The
by
problem,
no means is this offensive line good,
the
but
problem that
I
I
think
have with
Maye can
that,
make them look a little bit better than Brissett.
the problem I have with that whole thing, and I agree, like Aiden's agreeing with me, but I do agree with what you're saying about that they don't have an Aaron Rodgers in front of him, so it's not really the same argument for sitting him for that reason. But I don't want him to have to get comfortable with throwing on the run and playing on the run. I mean, I understand that that's kind of like the way the NFL's trending with being like athletic quarterbacks and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't want to just have him relying on that all the time. It kind of reminds me of when Joe Burrow was a rookie. I mean, obviously they put him in right away and he got killed in that backfield with that offensive line. And I'm not saying that this offensive line is that one, but I mean, multiple different websites and analytics have the Patriots ranked 30 out of 32 in their offensive line. And I don't want to put him in a situation where I don't even necessarily think it kills his confidence, but it's like, what kind of experience are you getting when all you're doing is running for your life and the offense isn't going to be able to produce? Like, I totally want him to
feel
get.
like there's no pressure to throwing him in now because nobody's expecting any success with the offensive line where it is now. So there's no pressure.
I'm not saying there's pressure.
You got
on
a
him.
good matchup this week. No, if we were playing the Niners or the Jets, I'd be like, all right, fine, I get it. He's gonna be running for his life. But the Dolphins defense is not all that good. The Dolphins are not. That's a winnable game if we're talking about right now with their quarterback situation. That's a winnable game. If you throw Maye out there, you probably win that game. Brissett, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you win that game. I think it's a no pressure zone. Even if you have to make up an injury to say Brissett, which you probably don't because Brissett's being killed out there, so there's probably something wrong with him. Where Brissett can't play for the week, all right, Maye has to step in and play, and then you sit him again. And then you go back to Brissett for the Houston week the following, which
There's another crazy part to this whole thing.
Probably
though.
won't
I didn't
make
mean
the
to cut you
fans very
off.
happy. But
I don't mean to cut you off, but there's a whole other part of this that like is why Drake May is probably not going to play. The AFC East, besides the Bills, is still open. I mean, the Jets just lost. The Patriots are 1-3, but they're playing Dolphins without Tua, and they do not look like
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
like,
team. So
we are not out of the season. We have,
but that's why they're not going to play.
We have a very good stretch.
Because
but we have a very good stretch that we can win games. We have a stretch where we can win games. Probably going to lose to Houston.
Play Drake May.
But we have the Dolphins twice. Why are we waiting to the end of the season when we have to play the Bills twice in like 3 weeks, where May for sure is going to get killed? Versus if you put him in now, he can at least get used to it a little bit before he has to go and play the Bills. Why are we going to throw him to the Wolves with the Bills games at the end? Because if that's your logic for now, you don't want him to get killed. Then why are we putting him in at the end of the season for him to get killed then? Like worse, probably because.
Well, one thing you kind of have to consider is that I wouldn't say that Brissett has been the biggest reason they're 1-3 right now. Could he be better? Of course he can.
Yeah, I don't think he's the main reason.
He's not to blame.
He's limiting our offense
for this. But it's like rather than Brissett, I don't think Brissett on his own is losing them games. I think it's more what's around Brissett.
Well,
if you put Brissett on the 49ers, they're probably 4-0 right now. But like,
well, I kind of agree with you in a sense where, like, I kind of agree with you in a sense that, like, it's not all on Brissett, but he limits your offense. And I think Maye can make I don't think the O-line's good by any means, but I think Maye can make that O-line look better than they are with his ability to move out of the pocket and make throws and his ability to elude tackles. And because people are saying that he could be he's not Josh Allen, but I'm saying he could be a Josh Allen type where he can move and get out of the pocket, make throws. And I really don't see any benefit there is to sitting him until week 13, week 14, and then have him finish out the season against guys because he's going to get killed then or now. So why do you not let him get used to it before he has to go and play the Bills? I think this is the perfect week when you got a shitty Dolphins team, a winnable game. if he comes out and he plays a half decent game, you win that game, and that's a confidence booster for him. That's a huge confidence booster if he can come out and beat the Dolphins in his first game, and that's a winnable game.
The problem is if you put him out there and he's getting killed in the backfield,
then you can take him out.
No, but you can't do that.
You can.
Once you put him in, no, you can't. If you're talking about his confidence, you can't just throw him in week 5 and then just take him out. He was the third overall pick, he was the third overall pick in the draft. You can't. He's
gonna get hit at some point. Why not?
I know that, but if you're still in
our own line is not gonna have a magical
anything in the division. Yeah, I know, but even the offensive coordinator clearly isn't like a huge Drake Maye guy. He hasn't talked him up in any way, shape, or form. They've made it pretty clear that they're still sticking with Brissett. They're not just going to make that switch now when there's still the division's wide open. I mean, yeah, the Bills.
That's why I think they should do it. May gives you a better chance to win, and the offensive line's not going to have some magical resurgence at the end of the year that's going to make them suddenly good, and May's not going to get hit. He's going to get hit now or then. Might as well get it over with against a team where they
I don't disagree with you that he should play at some point, but I think doing it now when there's still playoff implications, which is insane to think of with how they've played the last 2 games, but the fact that that's even a possibility, which is the way that everything's been going, you can't really just shy away from that. And yeah, Jacoby Brissett hasn't been great, but I don't really think he's making the biggest problems. He's just game managing, which is exactly what they brought him in to do. So unless he's making crazy mistakes, they're not going to move off of it as much as any of us might want or not want it. So that's what's tough. But I don't want him in there because if he's getting killed, okay, Joe Burrow got sacked how many times rookie year? He got hurt, and it ended up working out for that team, but it doesn't always happen like that. I mean, we have a stable offense, I guess, right now, but you don't know how much is gonna, change. Look how much turnover we've had in the coaching staff here in the last couple of years. Obviously now it's a new regime, but if this offense doesn't make sense for Drake Maye and they want to move forward with him, I think they'll find that out at the end of the year. But doing that now and then having the kid get completely burnt out and his confidence shot because he can't move the ball at home, he's getting killed every play, doesn't really do anything for his future.
I think, just as my final statement, you're at home, good weather, crappy team. Huge ability. It's a huge opportunity to give him a huge confidence boost, and that's why I'd start him. The O-line's not going to get any better. I'd rather go out and watch Drake Maye play than Jacoby Brissett, and I think he's going to give us a better chance to win. At some point, he's going to have to get hit. Why not now? All right, and so I think that just about wraps it up.
I have a question for you.
Oh boy,
it'll be quick. Me and Cross are going to the game, Patriots versus Texans, on October 13th.
Oh boy.
Do you think he'll be starting by that game?
He's not starting this week. He's not starting the following. It just doesn't.
I can't see them starting him against the Texans.
If you're not going to start him against the Dolphins, if you're not going to start him against the Dolphins, you're not going to start him.
So they have what, a 2-game homestand now, or are they home for 3 weeks?
I believe it's just the 2, because then you go. Don't you go to London after that? Yeah, then we're in London, and then we have the Jets.
That's definitely not the right time to make it the starters, not in London.
Yeah, because that's just gonna.
I think my stance is pretty clear. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens with him. But I mean,
maybe we'll be back next week arguing the same exact thing.
Whenever he does get his opportunity, I hope that he makes the most of it, which I think he will. Yeah. And I hope it goes well, whether it's now or in 5 weeks. But if I'm that team, 1, I just don't think they're going to do it. And 2, I wouldn't right now. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching or listening. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at @offbeat_sports.
Go get some goddamn slides.
Go get some slides from iSlide. All right. Check them out, iSlideUSA.com. Follow them on Instagram at iSlideUSA. Can't wait to work with them more. Fantastic product, and thank you all for checking us out. We'll see you next time on OffBeat Sports.
Call them all Texans.